It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Bears and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Love's throw taken in by Samuel. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And some strong running. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, it's Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
56.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First carry now for David Montgomery. And right away, he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Fields. Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing on third down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Love, they go play action now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Working with a 2nd and 4. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap. Fields gonna take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Love now. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Love.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Rolling to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Go, go, it's run, and run it.
Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Tight right. 3 down, 3 down. 56 is the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 56.
Love looking to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Love from the gun. The left side throw complete to Adams. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Now Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44, Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here we go.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Marshall now, the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Boom. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Fields now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Now he's flushed out left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Off play action, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. Flush to his right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Love. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Good footwork at the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right?
Here we go.
The end zone we're trying to score.
Here we go.
I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Fields. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Back him up.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Mike 58, right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Love. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Love now. Oh, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, what a move. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, it's Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Pushes him over. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. 56 to Mike.
Throwing. Love. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
From the 39, Love. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
56, Mike, 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Love. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
First down, going to the air with Love. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Finding Edwards, and he'll be out right at the 35. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Love. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bears, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.